What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is your favorite Virgo, Flowers for Leah, coming back with another video. Well, I really wanted to do this video because I have been anticipating this new year since last year. I know that this year is gonna be a good one because I'm gonna make it a good one. I just wanted to kind of, do a little bit of self-reflection and just talk about all the things that I learned in 2022 and how I can, take that into this year and implement that on my journey for self-growth and the things that I'm trying to accomplish in my life, financially, professionally, things like that. I think that I've been working on prioritizing my mental health, prioritizing things that I'm interested in doing, things that make me happy. And I'm definitely excited to see those things come to fruition this year. So I just wanted to do a quick little 10 things that I learned in 2022. So number one is I learned that I need to stop being so hard on myself. I think I touched on that in a previous video or two. It's just, it's just how I've always been. I've always been like an overachiever. I've always, done well in pretty much everything that I've done in life. So anytime that, I was, failing, quote unquote, failing or feeling like I was failing or not doing as well as I felt like I should have been, I just beat myself up a lot. And I learned that I really need to give myself a lot more grace because I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be right now. I'm doing my best. I'm doing amazing. And for anybody else who feels that way, the way that I do, you are doing amazing too. So stop being so hard on myself, get it together, chill out, and we're gonna bring that into this year for sure. Okay, number two, I learned that not everything needs to be perfect for you to start. You just need to start somewhere. And I've always known this, but I just, again, going back to, the perfectionist side of me and, overachieving, it's like, well, if I'm going to do something, then it's going to be top tier. Like, I don't want anybody catching me out here, looking crazy, looking sloppy. I'm not doing any, half-ass projects on anything. So I got really in my head about trying to perfect everything before I, start doing the things that I really wanted to do. And one of those things definitely was my YouTube channel, because I would look at my old videos and just be like, it doesn't look good enough and it doesn't look clean enough. And, I need a better camera. I need, better content. I need better wigs, better outfits, like things, all of those things definitely, I think, held me back from really just being consistent and just, stop making excuses and just doing it. So definitely that's something I am taking into this year 100%. Number three, this is a big one. I worked a lot. I worked my butt off last year. For those of you who don't know, I was living in Vegas the year before and I had to basically come back for financial reasons and other personal reasons, but we won't get into that right now. But I was working a lot. I did a lot of overtime, probably for the majority of the year. And when I would decide to, just take my whole weekend and, take days off, even like use sick days, I just felt so guilty for some reason. And I was just like, oh, I really should be at work right now. Or like, why did I take off? Like, I really didn't need to. But at the end of the day, the time off is there for a reason to be used. We are human beings. We are not robots. We need our rest. We need time off. We need time to enjoy our life. We spend most of our time at work. For those of you who work, full time like I do, it literally just feels like you live at work and you're just visiting your house. 2-day weekends are not enough. So I definitely learned that, taking that time off and taking the time that I need, don't feel guilty about it. And even if you're not productive on your days off too, which was another thing for me, do not feel guilty. Do not feel like you need to be constantly doing something for it to matter, to feel like you made the most of your day. If you just spent the whole day in bed resting or, eating potato chips, if you needed that rest, your goal is accomplished. You were productive. You did something that you needed to do for yourself. I'm getting my rest, y'all, and y'all need to as well. Number four, I learned that I definitely need to start taking my health a little bit more seriously, specifically my gut health. This might be TMI, but I'm lactose intolerant and I love cheese. I literally just posted a video of Alfredo recipe. Go check that out. You can click that right here. And it was full of dairy, and it's delicious, by the way, but I need to really start taking my gut health into more consideration. As I'm getting older, I can't eat a lot of the things I used to eat. I can't eat a bowl of ice cream and be fine. It's getting bad. So I'm only 28, but I'm also not 18 anymore. I'm also not 12 anymore. I can't just eat whatever I want and think that I'll be fine, because my body definitely is rejecting more things that are not good for me. As far as like, physical health, I definitely want to, exercise more. I started doing yoga, but it was something else that I wasn't really consistent with. So that's definitely another thing that I want to, get back on 100%, being consistent with doing yoga, because it does make me feel really, really good. My body, it eases a lot of tension in my muscles, soreness, and it also helps me sleep a lot better. So that's something I'm definitely going to be working on this year as well. Number 5, this is a big one, and I think that a lot of people will be able to resonate with this. Like I just said, I'm 28. And the things that I may have been looking for in relationships is different from what I may have been looking for when I was 21 or 25, even 27, even just last year. I'm growing as a person, and we all grow. We're constantly growing. Our minds can constantly be changing. The things that we want out of life are constantly shifting. That is okay. So if something no longer serves me, I need to be okay with letting it go and leaving it where I left it. For all of you guys out there who are struggling with a relationship or, just a job, something that is no longer serving you and it's really starting to take a toll on you more than it's helping you, this is your sign to let it go. Number 6, I don't want to sound harsh, but it's the truth. I learned in 2022 that absolutely no one is coming to save you. You have to be your own hero. If you're in a situation that you don't like, whether if it's a job, a relationship, whether if you're living somewhere you don't want to be, change it. That's it. Change it. At the end of the day, you got to pull yourself out of that dark place. I'm not saying that, people aren't there to support you, because there's always that. But at the end of the day, they cannot do it for you. And I learned that 100%. And I've changed a lot of situations that I wasn't happy with. And sometimes I even changed the situation and it ended up being worse off for me. And that's another thing that I'm like, yeah, I have to change it again in order to, kind of fix the previous change. So that's a big one that I learned. You got to be your own hero. It's time for us to put our own capes on, because, nobody can save us. We got to save ourselves. We have to want it. You can't want something more for somebody else more than they want it for themselves. Number 7. This is a big one for me because it has caused me to procrastinate, and as a result, my channel and other activities and other hobbies that I have suffered from it. And it is consistency. Discipline and consistency go hand in hand for me. And the reason that I'm not consistent with my YouTube channel, or haven't been, is because I lack the discipline. It's very easy for me to put things off and say, I'll get to it whenever, I'll get to it tomorrow, I'll do it next week. No, if you're thinking about it and you have the time to do it, just do it. Just get it done. Just check it off your list so you can move on to the next thing and stop stressing over it constantly. And that's a big thing for me, a huge thing. So I'm definitely working on my discipline. I'm definitely working on my consistency, because I feel like if I can get out of bed every day and go to a job that I don't even like, in a place that I'm not even entirely happy at, it's literally just for the money, then I can get up every day and do something that's going to actually bring me joy and make me feel fulfilled within myself, and knowing that I'm walking in my purpose and doing what I feel like God is actually calling me to do, and not just going to a 9 to 5 every day and just coming home and paying bills just to do it all over again. Number 8. So I learned that literally forcing myself out of my comfort zone, me personally, that's the only way that I'll grow. This year, I'm definitely going to try to do more things that quote unquote scare me or make me uncomfortable, because I don't want to be sitting in the same position this year, next year, 10 years from now that I was in previous years. I want to grow. I want to elevate. I want to reach my highest self. I want to be the person that I'm supposed to be. I want to be walking in my purpose that God has for me. I want to be doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing with my life. So I definitely have been, doing a lot more things that make me feel a little anxious and like, I don't know if I want to do that, or I don't know if it's for me. It's like, okay, well, you never know until you try. So go ahead and try. You might be a little uncomfortable, but just keep at it until you get used to it. So that's definitely another thing that I've been doing a lot more this year. Number 9, I learned that I need to fall in love with the process and not just the end result. That also ties into, consistency and discipline. I need to fall in love with the process of making YouTube videos. I need to fall in love with creating a habit and setting a schedule of getting it done. Recording the content, editing everything, putting the video out, promoting it, promote. Like, I need to be obsessed with promoting my channel. I need to be obsessed with, promoting the things that I have coming up as well. I need to fall in love with what it takes to get to the highest level of where I'm trying to be. And finally, number 10, the number one thing that I learned from 2022 is God is the missing piece. A lot of the things that I've struggled with as far as, mental health, money, relationships in the past, probably like two years, I would say, I noticed that God has been the missing piece. I haven't been really talking to God as much as I should be. I haven't been praying on things the way that I should be. I've kind of just been, suffering in silence and like, I'll get through it. But I really think that I want to get closer to God this year. I want to hear him, be in a place where I can actually hear his voice and him telling me what I need to do. Because I feel like a lot of my mid to late 20s, I've just been kind of like wandering around and doing a lot of trial and error and just trying to see what works and see what sticks and, try to figure out something that I like so I can do it long enough and not quit. So I think that, I need to definitely pray more, definitely listen for him and surround myself with people who are going to bring me closer to him as well. Well, you guys, that is it for my 10 things that I learned in 2022. And I hope that this helped somebody at least a little bit. We all go through a lot of similar things. And if anybody was feeling alone and you're feeling any of the things that I've been feeling, just know that I'm right here with you. So if you like this video, go ahead and like, comment, share, and also subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my new videos and content. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.